Is this inevitable? There's a dangerous narrative surrounding AI development that we need to challenge. Many tech leaders present AI advancement as an unstoppable force, something that will happen regardless of our choices or concerns. You hear it in phrases like, "You can't stop progress," or "AI development is inevitable." This framing suggests we're merely passengers on this technological journey rather than its drivers. This inevitability narrative serves specific interests. It removes responsibility from technology companies by suggesting they're simply following a predetermined path, rather than making deliberate choices about what to build and how quickly to deploy it. It discourages public involvement in shaping AI's trajectory. But is technology truly beyond our control? History clearly demonstrates otherwise. Societies have consistently exercised significant agency in how they adopt and regulate transformative technologies. Nuclear energy advanced differently across countries based on public sentiment and policy choices. Biotechnology development varies dramatically between regions with different regulatory approaches. The Internet's evolution was shaped by specific policy decisions about its governance and structure. What's driving AI's current trajectory is human decisions, not technological determinism. Economic incentives favor rapid deployment over safety. Regulatory frameworks permit certain applications while restricting others. Cultural values in tech communities prioritize specific metrics of progress. These are choices, not foregone conclusions. Alternative development paths exist. We could implement stronger safety testing requirements before deployment. Similar to pharmaceuticals, we could prioritize different optimization targets beyond capability advancement. We could intentionally moderate development in high-risk areas while accelerating beneficial applications. The evidence shows that while AI advancement continues, its specific form and impact remain within human control if we exercise our collective agency. The question isn't whether AI will transform society, but whether we'll actively shape that transformation or accept whatever emerges from current incentive structures. This reframes our approach from resignation to engagement. We can actively participate in creating a future where AI development aligns with human values and welfare. The choice isn't technological, it's social and political. Will we start living like house cats? Imagine humans as house cats in the future. This comparison appears frequently in discussions about AI-dominated economies. The metaphor suggests we might live like pampered pets, all our material needs provided for by AI systems that feed us, entertain us, and clean up after us, while we live without purpose or genuine agency. It's a provocative image, but it reveals uncomfortable truths about what happens when contribution is removed from human experience. Several prominent technologists, including Sam Altman and Mark Andreessen, have used this analogy when describing potential futures where AI handles most productive work. The scenario presents a life of leisure, where machines handle all necessities while humans enjoy endless free time, comfort, and entertainment, like a house cat lounging in a sunny window. When traditional industries collapsed in these regions, they experienced dramatic increases in substance abuse and deteriorating social cohesion as people lost their sense of value and connection. A 2018 study found that communities with high long-term unemployment had 40% higher rates of substance abuse disorders compared to areas with stable employment. Research in psychology shows humans experience severe negative effects when deprived of meaningful contribution. In coal mining towns that lost their economic purpose, unemployment benefits provided material needs, but couldn't prevent epidemics of despair. One study found that depression rates tripled in former mining communities within 5 years of mine closures, despite social support systems. This analogy breaks down when we examine fundamental differences between human and feline psychology. Cats appear content with food, safety, and occasional play. Humans consistently demonstrate psychological needs beyond physical comfort. We require purpose, challenge, and the feeling that our actions matter. The house cat analogy fails because humans are inherently purpose-driven creatures. We evolved to find meaning, through contribution to our social groups. When reduced to passive consumers, we experience not fulfillment, but existential emptiness. This insight suggests material abundance without purpose would create a psychological dystopia. The challenge of the AI era is developing new forms of meaningful contribution beyond traditional economic roles. Unlike cats, we need more than food and entertainment to thrive. Hyper-changing world. Are we designed for it? Our brains evolved for a world that changed slowly. For most of human history, significant transformations in how we lived happened across generations, not within them. A person might live their entire life using essentially the same tools and techniques their parents used. Our neural architecture adapted to this gradual pace, developing mechanisms to handle moderate rates of environmental change. The AI revolution is creating a fundamental mismatch between our biological hardware and our technological environment. We're facing a world where significant changes occur monthly rather than generationally. New AI capabilities emerge weekly. Job markets transform quarterly. Social norms adjust constantly as technology reshapes interaction patterns. This acceleration creates cognitive demands our brains weren't designed to handle. History shows that rapid technological change, like a powerful storm, can leave psychological disruption in its wake. The Industrial Revolution improved material conditions, but created decades of social turmoil as humans struggled to navigate new living patterns. Similarly, the Digital Revolution produced adaptation challenges, with many experiencing information overload despite its benefits. Our prefrontal cortex becomes overwhelmed when forced to continually update mental models and adjust behaviors, resulting in decision fatigue, attention fragmentation, and decreased mental performance. Continuous adaptation depletes decision-making resources, even among otherwise healthy individuals. Warning signs appear in current mental health trends. Anxiety disorders have increased dramatically, particularly among younger generations most exposed to technological acceleration. Rates of burnout and attention disorders continue rising as people struggle with constantly shifting technological landscapes. The core challenge is biological. Our neural hardware has inherent adaptation limits that AI-driven change will increasingly push beyond. This suggests two paths forward: deliberately managing the pace of AI-driven change to remain within human adaptive capacity, or developing tools and techniques that enhance our adaptive abilities. But can we truly adapt quickly enough to thrive in this new technological storm? Or will we need to fundamentally rethink how we integrate these powerful new systems? The 5 key threats of AI. When we talk about AI threats, job displacement dominates the conversation. But beyond economic concerns, 5 specific dangers could fundamentally destabilize our society if we don't address them soon. These aren't hypothetical scenarios for some distant future. They're already emerging around us. These 5 critical threats to society include information corruption. AI now generates content indistinguishable from human-created material, making it increasingly difficult to separate fact from fiction. When we lose our shared reality, democratic societies struggle to function. In 2023, researchers found AI-generated news articles were shared 43% more widely than authentic ones during a controlled experiment, demonstrating how political scientists fear this information pollution undermines democratic governance more effectively than traditional authoritarianism. Psychological manipulation. AI systems analyze behavior patterns and emotional responses to influence users. These systems identify which emotional triggers work best for individuals and time interventions for maximum impact. Facebook's internal research revealed their algorithm could predict user decisions with 67% accuracy by analyzing just 3 days of scrolling patterns. Autonomous weapon systems. Military AI applications advance rapidly, with systems capable of selecting targets without human oversight. These technologies lower the threshold for armed conflict by reducing human costs for aggressors and can escalate conflicts beyond human control. Power concentration. AI capabilities concentrate in few organizations with limited accountability. The enormous computing resources and specialized talent required ensure control over powerful systems remains in very few hands, creating power imbalances that traditional governance structures can't manage. Enhanced surveillance, facial recognition, behavior prediction, and communication monitoring create infrastructure for unprecedented population control. These systems track individuals across physical and digital spaces and predict likely dissidents before they act. China's social credit system demonstrates this capability at scale, with over 13 million citizens blacklisted from travel due to algorithmic assessments. Deepfakes and AI scams. We're witnessing a dangerous arms race between AI-powered scams and our ability to detect them. This battle is rapidly eroding the foundation of trust in our digital communications. What started as crude fake videos has evolved into sophisticated deepfakes, so convincing that experts struggle to identify them as synthetic. Today's deepfake technology creates video, audio, and text impersonations nearly identical to the real thing. AI systems can generate a perfect replica of your boss's voice. After analyzing just a few minutes of speech, they can produce realistic video of public figures saying things they never said. They can mimic the writing style of your colleagues so accurately that their emails appear authentic in every detail. Voice cloning attacks have become particularly effective. In several documented cases, scammers have used AI-generated voices of family members to create fake emergencies. Parents receive desperate calls that sound exactly like their children, claiming to be in danger and needing money immediately. The emotional manipulation works because the voice matches their actual loved ones perfectly. Detection technologies consistently lag behind. Each improvement in deepfake detection is quickly countered by more sophisticated generation techniques. The pattern resembles a digital arms race where defensive measures remain perpetually steps behind offensive capabilities. These capabilities are being weaponized for fraud at unprecedented scale. Security firms report a staggering 400% increase in AI-enabled scams over the past year. Business email compromise attacks use AI to clone executives' writing styles, authorizing fraudulent wire transfers worth millions. This erosion of trust may force radical changes in how we verify identity and authenticate communications. Verification systems, multi-factor authentication, and trusted intermediaries will become increasingly necessary as we can no longer rely on our senses to distinguish real from fake in our digital interactions. We're entering a period where digital evidence itself becomes increasingly unreliable. This undermines fundamental systems that depend on verifiable records, legal proceedings, journalism that relies on authentic source material, and personal communications that require trust in the sender's identity. An optimistic take on the AI era. We've spent most of this video exploring the challenges AI brings. But there's another side to this story that deserves equal attention. AI offers extraordinary potential to solve problems that have plagued humanity for generations. If we make the right choices about how to develop and deploy it. While the risks are real, AI systems are already demonstrating breakthrough capabilities in medical research. In pharmaceutical development, AI models identify promising drug compounds that human researchers missed. These systems analyze molecular structures and predict therapeutic effects in days rather than years. One AI system recently discovered a new antibiotic effective against drug-resistant bacteria, a discovery that could save countless lives as antimicrobial resistance grows. The most hopeful vision is a future where AI amplifies human capabilities, enabling us to address previously unsolvable challenges. Doctors working with AI diagnose more accurately than either could alone. Teachers partnered with AI provide better education. Environmental scientists using AI develop more effective solutions. Environmental applications are equally significant. Smart grid systems optimize energy distribution, increasing the viability of renewable sources. AI-powered climate models provide accurate predictions of environmental changes. helping develop effective interventions. Conservation efforts use AI to monitor endangered species, track illegal logging, and optimize protected area management, critical functions for preserving biodiversity. In education, AI shows remarkable promise for addressing inequality. Adaptive learning systems provide personalized education at scale, adjusting to each student's unique needs. A student struggling with algebra receives additional explanations where needed, while another advances to more complex concepts. This technology could help close achievement gaps in underserved communities by providing individualized instruction regardless of local resources. This positive future depends on maintaining human direction over AI development and ensuring its benefits are widely distributed. By focusing on human-AI collaboration rather than replacement and designing systems that augment our capabilities, we can create a future where AI becomes the most powerful tool for human flourishing we've ever developed.